Well, hello, VV Nation. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy out there. Rick Franklin, Canadian consultant for VectorVest here, and I would like to personally invite everybody to join us at the upcoming VectorVest International User Group Forum. It'll be broadcast live on the VectorVest YouTube channel Saturday, November 2nd, 2024 at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, if you're looking for the latest in U.S. election predictions, you're not going to find any of that there. What you will find there is a global market review for all of the markets across the VectorVest world, trade ideas, and a remarkable keynote presentation by none other than Mr. Ron Wheeler, Manager of Options Trading here at VectorVest, and it's entitled Strategic Entry Points for Blue Chip Stocks. So mark it in your calendar, and we hope to see you there.
Come on. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the mobile app coaching. My name is Glenn, senior stock market strategist for VectorVest. Yes, I'm wearing my New York gear today. Told you that I would be. And let's clear that out. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Got to represent my Yankees. I know they didn't win it, but I'm still proud of them for doing what they did and on the look. Thanks for making the talents look good, says Badger. Way to go. Boo, go Dodgers, VV Nation. That's all right. That's all right. Your jersey is backwards, Glenn. Is it? No, you're reading it backwards. It's okay. Now we Jockey Club folks get to see your outfit, says Carol. Yes. So there we go. There's my hat. Here's my jersey. And got you, Glenn, all good, says Joe. Excellent, 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 excellent. Now I got that. All right, so what do we do here in the mobile app coaching? We talk about the mobile app. This is the only place where we give some insight on how to use the mobile app. And the mobile app is designed for people who are not able to always be tethered to your computer all day long. And you're out and about and you need to know what's going on. Jobs reports. Job reports were so low, but there's reasons why. We had a hurricane. We had strikes. A couple of different things happened. That was the lowest I think I've seen the jobs number for like ever. So it is what it is. Unemployment, though, remained the same at 4.1. So it didn't go up. It didn't go down. It stayed very steady. And that's where we are. So I'm looking at the mobile app right now. Everything I do in this session is all about the mobile app. I am looking at an iPad. All right, I'm looking at an iPad. I'm not even looking at the desktop. So this is really getting down and dirty into the mobile app, whether it's on a phone, whether it's on an iPad, whether, something you can use it on a mobile device that's not Apple. So if you're on Google, what is the other thing? Dang it, I'm having a senior moment. Whether you're on, what's the other thing, cool, besides Apple? What's the dark side? Yeah, Android. Yeah, that's the dark side. Man, it's so dark that I can't even remember it all the time. But you can do it on an Android as well. All right, so this is the mobile app. I can very quickly see what's going on and discern what's going on in the market. The Dow is up, the Nasdaq's up, the S&P is up, the VectorVest Composite is up. But, don't get all caught up in the hype. Look at the confirmed call is down, the DEW is down, the green light buyer is down, and the primary wave is down. So technically speaking, on a day like today, I wouldn't really be telling you to buy any brand new stocks. All right? On a day like today, I wouldn't be telling you to buy any brand new stocks because overall, by all of our market timing calls, it's not the right time to buy stocks. But let me go to another side of the picture. Because the day is giving you an opportunity to buy stocks, this is more of a trader's day. Pennywise says he's just holding today, and that's fine. As I look at the dial on the market timing gauge, we're neutral. All right, so I'm not telling you to go sell everything. I am going to tell you to be very careful in the stocks that you're holding. Make sure you tighten stops. Don't be afraid to take some profit off the table. put all of that together. So did you sell your Nvidia? I still am holding Nvidia and PLTR. I've got stops in place, and actually one of them or both of them are moving up. Hold on, let me go check. Let me go check on the other side. I'll tell you what they're doing. And I've got a stop in place on Palantir. I was up as high as 65% on Palantir. I'm up altogether $259 in that portfolio. Let's go open it up. I am up on my Palantir. I'm back up to 57%. If I get down to 55% up on Palantir, I'm taking that off the table. That is my stop. If I get to 55% up, right now I'm at 57, I'm getting out. SoFi, I'm in, I'm up 2.78%. And NVDL, I'm giving down as much as 10%. I'm giving it 10% to the downside. Currently, I'm at 5.43. I've got a little bit of rebound going on NVIDIA right now. So that is why, Nadir, I am still holding NVIDIA and Palantir, but I do have stops in place. Palantir earnings next week. It's going to be very interesting as I'm watching a lot of these tech stocks hit and miss and all that kind of stuff. I'm just keeping my eyes on Palantir. I've got a profit target, again, of 55%. If it goes below 55%, I'm getting out of the stock. And currently, like I said, I'm up 57.09. And on my NVDL, it's up today, pushes 6%. I'm still down about 5.43. But if it goes down 10% against me, I am going to get out. I'm going to limit that loss. Nadir says up 5.7% on NVDL. ASPI during the Jockey Club. That was a good looking pick, wasn't it, Manju? And all you guys that are in the Jockey Club, I have a new way of looking at stocks, keeping all of them on the forefront so we can make money. I think so far, so good, it's working out. Glenn, nuclear fuel alternative, ASPI up over 23%. You know something? Let's go look at it in the mobile app. ASPI. Let's go look at it in the mobile app. Look at that move today. Look at today's candle. Good, googly muggly. Almost higher than it was a couple of days ago by way of the wick. I love the MACD is pushing up. The 3 to 8 to 20 all in place. You know something? Tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to put an alert on that. Create an alert higher than it was a couple of days ago. 884. It's at 868. I'm going to create an alert. And if it hits, I might pick it up today in the mobile app portfolio. Talking about that, let's go to the mobile app portfolio, see what it looks like. Mobile app portfolio. You guys are up 8.16%, only holding one stock. Raytheon up 17.74%. These are stocks that we find during the mobile app coaching that we like. So what should be the stop on ASPI? That's a good, let's go take a look again. Let's go see. Add a stock. I don't want to cancel. Where am I looking at? Let's go to stock pick ideas. That's not what I want. I know what I want. Go back to market overview. Let's go add a stock. ASPI. Let's look at the graph again. You know, I would give this stock a little bit of room. End of day, that's on a 6-month graph. That's on a 1-year graph. It's almost hitting a 1-year high. Put it back on a 3-month graph. You know where I would be looking to sell it? See this candle right here? Sitting at 1031 yesterday. What's the low? 672. That's a lot of money to give back, though. That's a lot of money to give back. End of day, though, I do like the play. I'm not afraid to hold the play. Looking at today's wick, very little wick at the top. And now, again, keep in mind the market's direction. I might look at halfway through today's candle. Look at it, stock is up 24%. I might look at a price halfway through today's candle. I'm looking at probably an $8 play. Getting out at about $8. Be pretty interesting if we did. I think, and let's go back a little bit, I think that today is one of those days, I think it's a dead cat bounce. But it's also, look at this, it's also creating a bullish harami on today's candle. It's creating a bullish harami on today's candle, following right, bouncing off support. Does the market have legs to the upside? I think that it could, but I think with the upcoming election, the market's probably going to sit around where it is right now until the election results. That's what I think. Does anyone know when Nvidia reports earnings? Yes, November 20th. I put out a video tonight about Nvidia earnings already, and then it's part of a two-part series on Nvidia. I'm going to put out another video the night before on the 19th. I'm going to put out another video just before earnings, and then probably that Wednesday, the 20th, Ryan and I will do a live earnings call that evening. All right, so I'm thinking a lot of people are looking at what's going on with Nvidia, anticipating what they think. Watch tonight's 6 p.m. video. All right, watch tonight's 6 p.m. video. I'm setting the table for earnings. I know it's a couple of weeks away, but I think I've got some things that I need you guys to keep your eyes on going into Nvidia earnings on the 19th. I will put out a 6 p.m. video to wrap it all up prior to earnings, and then we will do a live earnings call on Nvidia on the 20th. All right. So, it's November. I stand corrected. You do stand corrected. Hopefully right now, Pennywise, you sit corrected. I hope you're not standing. Thoughts on TGTX? Let's go see TGTX. Let's go take a look. I like the 1 year graph. Bottom left, top right. A little bit of volatility back and forth over the last couple of months, but definitely closing in on it is at a 3-month high. Broke through two levels of resistance. I do like that. Now, I do like, if you want to take the stock today, look at the rise in the MACD. I don't mind doing that. What I would really like to see happen is follow through on Monday. I'd like to see follow through on Monday. Very little wick at the top, which means today it's trading at session highs. Let's go put this on a 6-month graph. Let's go put this on a 1 year graph. Back to a 3-month graph. I might put an alert on this. TGTX, create an alert. At 2660. 13 cents from now, I'll take that. 26.73, create. That's another stock I don't mind taking. I like it end of day. I do like TGTX end of day. App loving. You want that app loving. Oh, that app loving. Wow, look at that. Bottom left, top right, nicely moving higher. Love the earnings per share. It is overvalued. I'm looking at the relative value at 1.57. It's got great upside potential. The safety is not there. This is more of an aggressive play. It is in an uptrend. It's got a CI at 1.77, which makes sense because the stock goes up a lot more than it goes down. I wouldn't buy it today, though, because it's a down day. I'm watching the 3 not crossing, but pulling towards the 8. Overall, the purple line, which is the 20-day, the stock is still in an uptrend. I'm not feeling it right now. I will never buy a stock on a down day. I just won't do it. APO, let's go look at APO. Apollo, bottom left, top right, leveling out. See it leveling out? I like the earnings per share. It's falling and leveling out as well. 3-month graph, right at a level of resistance up here. Wasn't able to hold, and it was able to sit there but not break through. The 3 actually goes below the 8. Stop it, Joey. The 3 goes, and I know that's Joey and not Koo, because Koo wouldn't be as mean as that. I do see that the 3 is below the 8 today. Am I picking it up? No. If I do own it right now, the 3 is below the 8. I might think about taking half off the table because it looks like I had a great opportunity to make some profits on that. The 3 is crossing below the 8 end of day today. It's only down a little bit, but I don't like that the 3 is crossing below the 8, and the MACD is getting worse to the downside. So I'm not feeling that. Put that back on 3 months. Yeah, so if you're in it, I wouldn't be afraid to tell you to take some off the table. AGX, did we just not look at AGX? AGX, I don't think we did. AGX, let's go peep that out. 135.90 up 2 point. Wow, look at that stock. Bottom left. Did I not look at this stock? I thought I did. Did I not look at this? I don't know. Interesting. Look at that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to put an alert on that. Create an alert. Beautiful level of resistance up here. Look at that. 137.68 is at 135. That's a lot before it moves. I'm going to create an alert anyway. But I love the end of day graph. Looking at the moving averages, the 3 to 8 and the 20. I love the earnings per share. Putting on a 3-month graph. Look at the MACD though. The MACD is like, hey. Oh, what did Bill say? Bill must have said something. We've got TGTX 21, Fab 25. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Most stock I've noticed go up 10%. They give it back. All the money is in Nvidia and a few others. Nvidia, you know, I've said it on more than one occasion that it's the hottest stock on the planet. Nvidia is the hottest stock on the planet. So it is what it is. GGAL. Let's go peep that out real quick. Another nice looking graph. Bottom left, top right. And it's undervalued. Fundamentally, RV above 1, RS above 1. It's in an uptrend. It goes up more than it goes down by way of the comfort index. Let's go peep that out. Put it on a 3-month graph. Watch the MACD. Look at that. Stock's price is trying to... The 3 and the 8 didn't cross bearish. But look at the MACD. The MACD is saying that it may not be as bullish as you think right now. The 20-day, which is the purple line, is definitely showing that we are in trend. The 3 and the 8 never crossed negative. Let's go put this back on a 1-year graph. Do I want to set an alert? I don't know. Create an alert. It wouldn't be until up here. At about 55.39, it's at 53.62. That's a lot of move. I'll create an alert nonetheless. But I'm not ready to get into it today. It's got to move up a little bit. Dell, we picked up in the Jockey Club this morning. I think I'm going to be happy with it. Nice open candle today. Right at resistance, though. Look at that. Right at resistance. I think that if we break above that level of resistance, which has been touched 3 times, the stock's definitely got some good upside. I'm watching the MACD just starting to turn back to positive. The 3 and the 8 crossed a couple of days ago. I really need to see it break above that level of resistance. And actually, I'm going to go back, and even for our portfolio, I'm going to set an alert. Now, I want you guys to be aware. These alerts that I'm setting up are going to be mostly for those people who are traders, understanding that the overall market, all of our market timing calls are down. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? That normally I would not be telling you to buy stocks long right now. What I'm looking at are stocks that are moving up right now that you can take advantage of, but these are short-term plays. I need everybody in the room to understand that and type that they understand what I said, either with a yes or with a no. I don't want to send you guys down the wrong path and everybody turns around, well, Glenn said that these are going to be aggressive. That's what Glenn said. All right? The overall market is showing me that everything is down, but I am seeing opportunities of stocks that are moving up, and if you take these stocks, they're going to be aggressive plays. These need to be short-term plays, a couple of days or so. Remember, the election is coming up. Not until the dust settles after the election would I be telling you to either be bullish or bearish, depending on what the market's going to do. All right? All right, so I'm just putting that up there. I'm also looking at alternatives to SMCI. Let me see something here. I don't know if I can do that on the mobile app. Let's go see... Hold on. I want to see something. SMCI alternatives. And what I'm trying to see, stock news, not what I'm looking for. I would have to do it on the desktop. To find alternatives, because what I would do is look for the stocks that trade in the same industry as SMCI to find a better play. That's what I would do, but I've got to do that versus Intel. I'm not a big fan of Intel. Intel has been around for a long time. That's why I'm not a big fan of Intel, Prakash. That's just, look at that. Earnings are falling on a 1-year, what is this? A 1-year graph, the stock is just falling. Not fundamentally sound. RV and RS both below 1. I know why SMCI is going down. Intel, I think they just need a rebuild of the upper management. That's what I think, Prakash. I think that Intel needs to redo management, because as long as they've been around, they should be doing a lot better than this. There's a lot of companies that have come along after Intel that are doing so much better. My 2 cents says I think Intel needs to revamp management. Anybody agree with me on that? Anybody agree with me on that? Type a 1 in the room. Anybody agree with me on that? And if you don't agree with me, type a 2. I'm fine with that. My goal is not for you to listen to everything I say and agree with it. I just think that they need a change in management. The company has been around for way too long, that it should be so much better than what it's doing right now. Now, SMCI, on the other hand, I know what's pushing them down. And you know something? I shorted it and made me about 20% on this. I made me about 20% on this in a couple of days. It took my money and ran. But I think it's got a lot more downside. They've already delayed their earnings report. They lost their accounting company. They're going to have to get another one. Number 3, I think that SMCI in this space is probably setting up to possibly get bought. Pennywise says they're going to get delisted. SMC, I would go with ARM. If I'm going to look at the difference, I would go with ARM. But even with ARM, as I look at it, even excuse me, even with ARM as I look at it, am I warm and fuzzy about it? You know, it was moving up. It's now moving sideways. I love the earnings per share. Fundamentally, though, relative value is at 1.29. It's got good upside. The safety is just a little bit below 1. So this becomes more of an aggressive play. It is in an uptrend. It goes up more than it goes down, even with that big pullback. Right now, it's channeling. Right now, it's channeling. All right. So if I'm looking at SMCI, if I'm looking at ARM, and I'm looking at Intel, I guess the top one in this would be ARM right now, because Intel is definitely moving down and SMCI is definitely moving down. At least ARM is channeling. At least ARM is channeling. Dell in place of SMCI. I like Dell in place of SMCI, definitely. I'm doing well, Joy. How you doing? How you doing? Can I actually make money, says Debs? Absolutely. You know, we've got this portfolio, as I showed you, of picks that we've picked from these live sessions. That's up. Where's that portfolio? Let me go see. Not model portfolios, my portfolios, categories, watch list. Where's my freaking portfolios? My portfolios. And we go over to find the mobile app picks. Again, it's up 8.17%. On a day like today, would I really, really want to add more stocks to it? Woo-wee! They would be aggressive picks. They would be aggressive picks. All right, Debs, that's my answer in regards to adding to this portfolio. As you can see, the equity curve of this portfolio, the one stock that we are currently holding is up double digits, almost 18%. So the answer to your question, can you make money? The answer to your question is yes, you can make money. And this is some semblance of tracking your ability to make money. And I do this for all of my live streams. All of my live streams have a portfolio. As a matter of fact, let's go. I have a Monday live stream called Midday Market Update. What's that one up? That's up 2.95%. No stocks in that portfolio right all. What else do we have? We have AMA, Afternoon Market Action. That portfolio is up 6.65%. Look at all these stocks we got in here. Holy smokes, a lot of double-digit winners. I'm loving that. CLS, SFM, these are stocks that we found during the live streams that we put into a portfolio so we can track them. Look at that equity curve, Deb. So the answer to your question is yes. The answer to your question is yes. And I try to make some semblance of what's going on to make sure that, you know, I could say, yeah, Debs, we can make as much money as you want. But these portfolios actually track stocks from the different live streams that we have. Fitz says up 1% for the week. Thanks, VectorVest. Gotta love that. ARM appears way overvalued. I didn't say that it wasn't. I didn't say that it wasn't overvalued. But a lot of stocks in the market are overvalued. And you know why? Because there's a lot of money sitting out there on the table to put, whether it's in the bank or in the stock market, right? You're not getting a lot of interest on putting your money into the bank. So with that being said, a lot of people are putting more money into the market. driving up the prices of stocks in the market, thus making them overvalued. That is the problem. As you say, Andre, ARM appears to be way overvalued. There's a lot of stocks in the over 9,000 stocks that we track that are overvalued. All right. Bonnie says, what do you think about SHIP? When the shipping companies move, they do. When the shipping companies move, they do. I don't know. Let's go take a look. That's not what I wanted. Let's go back to market overview. Let's go find SHIP. SHIP. Oh, damn it. Did I say that? SHIP and ZIM, and there's a lot of companies. And right now, no, I'm not feeling the SHIP. Look at it, Bonnie. Look at this is on a 1-year graph. The stock's price is moving downward. It's almost coming down to this swing. Thank you, Joy. Type the W's in the room. We got us a super chat. Thank you very, very much, Joy. Love that. Glenn, do you think SMCI will get delisted? I think that possibility, if it keeps going down, the answer to your question is yes. All right, but let me talk about SHIP first. SHIP is undervalued. Relative value above 1, relative safety below 1. It's got good upside, but do they always make money or not on earnings? Relative timing tells me that the stock is in a downtrend. Tells me that the stock is in a downtrend, and that the CI is at 1.5. It's not super volatile, but that hurts me the most. If I'm looking at SHIP, RT tells me everything I need to know. Stock's not doing what I want it to do. Let's take a look at this on a 3-month graph. Look at that. Broke through a couple of levels of support to get to where it is right now. Is it getting ready to be bought or buyable again? I'm looking at the MACD on the bottom. It's getting less and less worse. But until MACD goes above the 0 line, I'm probably not thinking about buying it. Now, I'm looking at today's candle. It's a little bit of a rebound, right? It's an open candle. It's a red candle because it's lower than the prior day's close, right? But look at the open candle, which means the price currently is higher than the open, all right? BM Bristol Scribb Myers had a great earnings this week and seems to have more room to grow. I made good chunk of change. BMW, that is BMW, Bristol Scribb Myers, right? Of course it is. Your Uncle Glenn knows every stock in the market, every. Now, interesting, on earnings rose, but look at today's activity. That's getting close to a dark cloud cover, which could be a reversal pattern. Let's go back to the 1 year. Look at the earnings per share. Fell hard. Now back on the rise as the stock's price is rising. But as I look at the stock, I wouldn't buy it today. I do like that the MACD went positive. All right, that's a good thing. The 3 is above the 8, and they're both above the 20. Today is not the day that I would buy it. Why? Because it's a down day. I will never buy a stock on a down day. Now, the cool thing about what we're doing right now is I'm looking at all your stocks on the fly in the mobile app. So I'm not using the desktop. All of these stocks that you have questions about, this is the beautiful thing. On the mobile app, you don't have to be sitting behind the computer to get this kind of information, right? LDOS, LDOS. I don't know what the heck that is, but it looks great. It looks great. Look at that. Bottom left, top right, rising earnings, undervalued, fundamentally sound, relative value, relative safety, both above 1. It's in an uptrend. It goes up more than it goes down by way of CI. This is a hell of a stock. Goodness gracious. I'm setting me an alert. Go set me an alert. Oh, suck it now. Right about there. Stock's trading at 183.79. I got $5. Oof. I don't know if I want to put it there. 185.64. I'll take that as an alert. Create. All right. I got no alerts here. Recent alerts. I got no alerts that have hit yet. All right. Without alerts that hit yet, not ready to buy anything. But again, if you buy anything today, looking at this homepage, looking at all of the calls that we have are down. Look, they are down. Oh, by the way, all of the market timing calls are down. If you decide to buy any stocks today, it is going to be more of an aggressive play. Right now, based upon what the app is telling you, you probably should not be buying any new stocks today. So I'm putting that out there. But if the market's giving you an opportunity to take advantage for those traders to make some money, I am pointing you in the direction of some stocks to keep your eyes on. ALSN, Allison Transmissions, Bottom left, top right, rising earnings, undervalued. Relative value at 1.4, relative safety 1.3. It's in an uptrend. RT is at 1.37. Comfort index. This is a good-looking stock. Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. Look at that gap up. I'm wondering if 3 days ago that was an earnings. Can somebody back me up on that on the date of, what's that date? 10/30. Did they have earnings? That's on Allison Transmission. Did they have earnings? Because they did gap up. Since then, the stock is higher than that earnings date. Just moving a little bit sideways. I'm watching the MACD on the bottom. Getting stronger. I like the move. I don't like the closed candle today, but the 3, the 8, and the 20 are all in place. 3, the 8, and 20 all in place. LDOS also does a lot of joint stuff with Rocket Lab and LMT. So it is in the defense. It's a defense company. You know I like defense. I think it's getting beaten up, though. My best stock in playing the whole aerospace is getting beaten up like nobody's business. It's a tough time to own the stock. Look at that. The 3, the 8, and the 20 all got smoked. MACD is getting worse and worse. LDOS is doing better than DFEN at this time. As you know, I don't own DFEN right now, but this is one of my favorite picks in the aerospace and defense space. But man, it's just been tough. Now, penny-wise, I've looked at a couple of your stocks. I want to look at more other people's stocks. Just penny-wise, I'm just saying. Joy says, if you get a chance, can you look at Zon New? That's a lot of stocks. IONR, I think we got it now. IONR, and we do. We just got, it's very little data. All we got is 2 days worth of data. So I can't give you a full-blown analysis without going outside of VectorVest to see what the stock has looked like. Let's go look at XOMN. Oh, I don't have that. Let's take a look at New and Enjoy. The reason why I'm looking at more than one of yours is because you did put that super chat in there, so I can't tell you no. Actually, I could tell you no, but I'm not going to tell you no. 3% down today. Still a buy recommendation. Fundamentally sound, relative value, relative safety, both up, fully valued. Love the earnings per share. Down for 2 days in a row. You know something? And in a channel. I wouldn't be afraid to take some of that off the table. It is sitting in a channel. Down day. The 3 did cross below the 8 end of day. The MACD is getting weaker. Even though it's still bullish, it's getting weaker. I wouldn't be afraid to take half off the table there. Someone's asking about Meta. Let's go peep out Meta. M-E-T-A. Meta. Meta had earnings along with Microsoft, right? Let's go on the 3 month. Well, let's go back to the 1 year. The stock's earnings per share looks beautiful. It is undervalued. Fundamentally sound, relative value, relative safety, both above 1. RT above 1. Stock's in an uptrend. Stock goes up more than it goes down, as you can see, the bottom left to top right. Let's look at a 3-month graph. Now, it went down. Look at that. The 3, the 8, and the 20 are all negative. Would I be okay to get out of Meta? Yes and no. Yes, because of the move of the stock, but no, because it's sitting in a channel between that level of resistance and that level of support. I'd give Meta a little bit of room. All right, from that perspective. Oh, no, I was only mentioning DR. Oh, it's all right, Pennywise. All right, it's all right. Will DFEN restore? I think that DFEN will come back, but, wait for it. DFEN, I'd say wait for it. Don't force. I wouldn't force it. Let it happen. You know what I'm looking for? First off, for it to stop falling, number 1. Number 2, I'm looking for the 3 to cross above the 8 to give me an early entry. Number 3, I'm looking to see if it can come back into being in a trend going above the 20-day moving average. So put all 3 of those things together. I think it has the ability to, but let the stock come to you. All right, this is one of those times I would let the stock come to me. All right, there you go, Clement. That's what I'm going to say about that. Right now, the stock's going down. Even on today's candle, look at today's candle. Let me zoom in. Look at today's candle. Look at the big wick on today's candle. The big wick at the top. That's some selling pressure. Even though it's a doji forming, I'm not ready to touch it. Defense industry always has ebb and flow. I see this as a calm before the storm. I still love the defense space because of all of the tensions across the globe. When you look at Russia and Ukraine, when you look at Israel and Hamas, globally, people use our military stuff. Israel's got a whole bunch of F-35s. All right. Globally, man, we sell stuff all over the world. They want our equipment. So orders are going to be coming in. There's going to be no ifs, ands, or buts. Do you sell ship? We did look at ship already, right? Do you sell ship? So you're saying if you own it, son of a gun, Glenn. If you own it, do you sell it? Yeah, I wouldn't be a party of holding it right now. All right, it broke through that level of support, I need to see it stop. I'm not going to, and the 3 is definitely below the 8. I'm not going to say that you should still be holding it. Now, if you're looking for a better opportunity to get back in, I'm going to wait for the 3 to go back above the 8. The 3 is the teal line. The 8 is the dark blue line. I want to see, like here, see when the 3, back here, when the 3 went back above the 8, that was a good early buying opportunity, and look at the stock's price go until the 3 crossed below the 8, which was here. All right, so I'm a big fan, especially using the mobile app to look at things from a technical standpoint, looking at a graph. Is the graph doing what I want it to do? My technical indicators, my moving averages are a 3 and 8 exponential moving average and a 20 simple moving average. Down below, I have MACD. So on the mobile app, when I look at this, Bonnie, I have clear, understandable ideas on what I should be doing with my stock when I'm out and about. So I'm looking at SHIP. I'm looking at a 3-month graph. I can go put this back onto a 1-year graph. I'm not a fan of owning SHIP right now. Pennywise says joy is joy. Joy said, Pennywise, I have feelings. XOM loaded heavily. Let's see what happens. Did we look at XOM already? XOM mobile. Oh man, big down day today. Ooh, look at that. And look at all of this. Look at all these levels of support and resistance. The stock is having a hard time really making a move. Look at today's candle, though. Today's candle is a big red candle, but stopping right at a level of support right here. Interesting. So even on the down day, and it's down 4 out of the last 5 days, the stock has been down, but it hasn't been able to break through that level of support. All right, hasn't been able to drop to that level of support. XOM earnings was yesterday, and man, I don't think people liked it. Let's go to the news. Click on the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner. Let's go look at stock news. Let's go see what Yahoo Finance has to say. It's down a little bit today, right? Exxon cuts European refining capacity with French plant sale. Okay. Chevron tops earnings as Permian oil products. And that's interesting. A few companies are getting into this Permian Basin thing. Move into positive territory as Friday's pre-market trading after the oil giants top third quarter earnings. Yahoo Finance senior dude, Ines, for that person, joins the morning brief to talk about the energy company's profit figures, noting the Permian Basin oil production that helped offset weakening crude. So it's is a couple of companies that are getting their feet wet in this Permian Basin. That could play a major role with what's going on with some oil stocks if they can get into that. All of my oil plays have major operations in the Permian or Canada. I keep my eyes on that. But right now, even with the pullback today, still stuck at that level of support. It has not been able to break through. That's a positive sign. Would I buy today? No. The 3 is below the 8 and it's below the 20. I'd wait for at least the 3 to cross above the 8 before I get in. Earnings today, I believe. Thank you, Joy. But even with that, let's go back. Where's the earnings per share? Look at that. Earnings per share is positive, but the earnings growth is negative. That doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy about the earnings if they're about to come out. I think the story of the Permian Basin, though, keeps it afloat for beating earnings possibly and beating revenue. But I'm just looking at some of this stuff doesn't look so pretty. It sure don't look so pretty right there. Mama said when the stock don't look so pretty, you got to be very careful because life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And then Bubba comes in and says, well, We got shrimp gumbo. We got buffalo shrimp. We got shrimp forte, all that. I don't know why I'm on the Forrest Gump kick right now. I'm waiting for a stock to run, run. That's what I'm looking for, but that's not happening. I don't see anything that's running just quite right today. All right. Let's go look at some of our watch lists that we have. We looked at a lot. Do you still like chemical? I still like, Lisa, I still like I still like the uranium space. Hold on. Let's go find out something real quick. I still like the uranium space. Let's go. I don't want a new watch list. Hold on. Why am I so... Well, no. Let's go see. Hold on. It's still not what I want. Why am I so weird today? I don't know why I'm so weird, because I am. Market overview, my watch list. I don't want to create a new watch list, though. I don't. See, that's what I thought. It's not going to make me. I don't want to create a new watch list. Goodness gracious. Golly gee willikers. I don't think I want to create a new portfolio right now either. Oh, my goodness gracious. Why am I fat fingering everything today? Because that's exactly what I'm doing. Let's do this again. URA. That I do like. URA, but man, it's falling, and it's interesting. It's interesting that as I like the uranium space, right? Why do I like the uranium space? Because a lot of AI is going to need a lot of energy. A lot of the cloud servers are going to need energy. Anything in the AI space is going to need energy. Some of the cleanest energy that's out there, all right? Some of the cleanest energy that's out there is nuclear energy. And there are collaborations coming along with AI companies in nuclear energy. And I'm thinking that nuclear energy should be rocking and rolling. But as you look at URA, it ain't. That, I don't know. And as I look at this, look at yesterday's wick was right at a level of support right there. The 3 and the 8, and it's below the 3, the 8, and the 20. But at least it's stopping right there. Negative on the MACD. I am going to go look at CCJ, which is one of the best stocks in the space. URA is looking at the whole space in the ETF, and it looks the same way, Lisa. Both of them look the same way. I sit back and I say to myself that these should be moving. If the need for energy, and this is an alternative need outside of electricity, clean energy is first and foremost, and nuclear energy is about as clean as you're going to get. The collaborations are being made. I'm thinking it's just going to take some time for all of this to settle in before uranium takes off. But you look back here, man, it took off. The 3, the 8, and the 20 all cross, and the stock's price took off and ran and ran and ran. But right now it's slowing down. I don't have a definitive answer as to why, but coming off of this high, the stock's price now broke through a level of support. That's not a positive sign. LEU is another good stock in the space. CCJ would be my number one. Would be my number one individual stock play. And actually, LEU doesn't look bad at all. It looks a lot better than CCJ in all actuality. It looks a lot better than CCJ and moving up 8.5% today. Look at the rise on MACD. You know something? I'm going to set an alert on this. I like the move. I like that move. I cannot lie. All those other stocks can't deny. When I look at a stock like LEU and it goes up, I get some. I'm going to buy some shares, and then I'm going to put them in my hair. And I don't know why I'm putting it in my hair, but I'm creating the alert nonetheless. All right. I do like LEU better than I like CCJ, but I like URA to track about the whole idea of the uranium space. See, when you come here, you're going to have a little, look at that, jambalaya, crawfish pie, Foul gumbo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what Bubba would say. All right. You know you're going to come here. You're going to have a little bit of fun. I got to make that happen. I got to make that happen. But, LEU, as we just looked at, LEU is not a bad-looking play, and I set an alert for it. I got no alert hit so far, but that makes sense. These stocks may be moving, but they're not hitting my alerts, which is a good thing. With everything moving down, if one of them does bypass and hit my alert, we're going to get into it. LEU had earnings call update 2 days ago. Thank you, Lisa. We're in a tamale and paso. What the heck is a pozole? See, what is pozole? I know what a tamale is, but I don't know what the pozole. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. To be honest, I think we'll see more movement on the nuclear and utilities as a whole once the election dust settles. I actually think that too. But I think that there's no getting around that the collaborations being made with AI and nuclear energy, it ain't by happen chance. It ain't by accident. People are definitely looking towards little generators that are nuclear powered. Pozole is an awesome Mexican meal, kind of like soup. Pozole. Something tells me I'm not saying it right. All right. The weird is fun, says Marvin. There you go. Has chicken and pork. I like me some. You know something? I think this Saturday I'm going to use my smoker that I got for Father's Day. It's just been so hot to smoke anything. I think I'm going to smoke. I think I'm going to make some. Poor man's burnt ends, chuck roast. I'm going to make some poor man burnt ends. Ooh, I'm going to see how that comes out. Ooh, I'm excited. I think I'm going to start it at like 6:30 tomorrow morning. Poor man burnt ends with chuck roast. I know the recipe to make it happen. Do you still like Turtle Beach? I don't know. I know they're one of the best headsets out there for gaming. I know they're one of the best ones out there for. Ooh, that looks hard. Now I love the earnings per share. The stock is undervalued. Relative value above 1. Relative safety above 1. Relative timing is telling me to be careful because the short-term price trend of the stock is below 1. Let's go put some 3-month graph. I'm not feeling that. Man, the 3 and the 8 crossed yesterday, end of day. I'm making pulled pork sandwiches tonight with my homemade Dr. I don't like, I'm not that big about that. And I don't want, this will be the first thing I'm cooking. And everybody says, you need to go. Joey says, you need to make like a pulled pork. I don't want to make a pulled pork. I don't want to make a pulled pork. Joey says, you're going to mess it up because you don't know what you're doing. Demi, yeah, you're invited. I'm going to make some burnt ends. I'm telling you, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some burnt ends. I hope it turns out good. If it doesn't, I'm going to say that Joey made it and came to my house and gave it to me. That's exactly what I'm going to say. It's going to be Joey's fault. Try it with Dr. Pepper sauce. I don't want Dr. Pepper. I would use Pepsi. I'm not using Dr. Pepper. Here, I don't like that it fell through a couple of levels of support. 1, 2, 3 levels of support. Big down day today. And the MACD just went negative. So I'm not feeling her. Let's put this back on a 1-year graph. Ooh, that's a tough looking graph. I bet you the CI on this is not above 1. Oh man, I'm not here. Where's the CI? Oh, and it is above 1. Is that on here? It is. That's interesting. CI is above 1. Stock is kind of choppy. It's kind of chip choppy. But it is still fundamentally sound and undervalued. I'm just looking at price action. I don't feel it. Lisa says here, I heard it might have been shorted prior to earnings. Something happened because there's 2 days. There's 2 big days of down bars on it. That doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy. Ribs is the second thing that I'm going to make after the burnt ends. Baby back ribs take a lot less time to smoke than pork shoulder, so that may be a good thing to smoke to begin. Now, I'm gonna do ribs, but I'm gonna do ribs after I do the burnt ends. I want to step out in the middle. I don't want to quite do a brisket, and I don't want to do ribs. I'm going right in the middle. I'm going to try with burnt ends. Apple, You know, guys, I love me some Apple, but I'm not in love with Apple. I'm not in love with Apple. And look at that. Earnings reported. I don't know what I don't know what the full story with the iPhone sales are. I don't know what the full level of the iPhone sales are, but look at the big wick on today's candle. Notice that it is open, so that it is higher than the open. The price now is higher than the open, but look at the big selling pressure and look at the MACD. By the way, I have a great tequila lime sauce that can be used as a marinade for ribs. Oh, y'all need to send me some of these sauces recipes. Demi says, making me hungry. Yeah, I'm going to make that stuff. Android forever. How did we get to Android? How did we go all... because we were just talking about Apple. Okay, never mind. I'm about to say, Walter, how the heck did you get us all to Android? We won't even talk about that. Apple also announced they're starting to move away from AVGO chips. Ooh, Broadcom. Does that hurt Broadcom? You know something? Apple's making their own chips. Apple's making their own chips, but it's for the Apple ecosystem, right? Well, what else do they sell besides Apple stuff? So the M4 chip is out. I'm getting ready to get a new iMac, not an iMac, but a Mac notebook, because that's what I use for DJing. My MacBook is old. And I don't know if my software will work. My DJ software may not work with an M4. So I am going to buy an M1 or M2 MacBook. I need one. I do need one. Anybody got to hook up with Apple people? Let me know. Let me give them a call. I might be able to get one on discount. That's the brains behind my whole DJ stuff is my computer. In the long term, I don't see it hurting AVGO too much, but it did cause the share price to drop yesterday. Interesting. Who does AVGO provide chips for? All right, and that would be interesting. And if was Apple the biggest customer they had? That's another thing, right? All right, it's another thing. All right, let's go. What time do we have? Well, all right, let's do this. Let's go build a portfolio. A watch list. We looked at a lot of your stocks today. All right, we did look at a lot of your stocks today. Let's go create a new watch list. I start putting your stocks in. AVGO does chips for Apple and Google. All right. Is Apple the bigger customer or Google, Pennywise? And Amazon. All right. AMD. Here we go. AMD. Next stock. Hook a brother up. Come on. Let me go build you. Donde, señores. Da, 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 da. I don't know all the words to that except for that. Rocket Lab, RKLB. Yeah, I like that. Apple is the bigger customer, so that's going to hurt AVGO. All right, there's no doubt about it. I was curious. That's going to probably hurt them a little bit. Palantir, I still own that stock. Palantir, EDN. EDN, ASPI, a stock that we looked at. I don't know if I think we got it in the Jockey Club today, Lee. I don't remember. SOXL. Ooh, I'm not sure I want to buy it long. Not right now. I'm not sure, Kiwi, that I want to buy it long. Going once, going twice. This is your watch list for today. All right, that's it. What's today's date? 11/1/24 customer picks. Okay. What do you think of the new ETFs? I don't know what that ETF even looks at. So I don't want to try to give you any information about it if I don't know about it, Raj. All right. I don't know what TOPT does. So I don't want to say yay or nay or whatever. All right. That's just me being honest. All right. EDN, sort this list. All the stocks you gave me sorted by VST. EDN is at the top of the list where SOXL. I'm not ready to try to buy SOXL right now. Now, remember, again, all of the stocks that we looked at that we were going to possibly buy. Notice that no alerts hit. You do notice that? Out of all of those stocks that we looked at, no alerts hit, which is kind of interesting when overall market is down. The system is doing exactly, even though I liked a lot of these stocks long as a trader today, overall, these stocks didn't hit my alerts. Very interesting. All right, let's go take a look at the stocks. ASP, I did like the stock this morning. Lee, did we get it? I don't remember. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we bought into it a lot today, but the wick is starting to form a little bigger at the top. All right, but the body's still much bigger. The body's still much bigger. It's up 20% today. Let's go to the next stock. DRS. I do like the bottom left, top right. After the stock gapped up, look at that. It created a level of support right at that gap level, which I would use if I'm in it, which I would use as a way to get out of the stock. A little bit of a bullish harami forming today. Watch the wick on today's candle. The candle in the body might be about the same size as the wick. I'd be careful with it. Let's go back to the overall. Fundamentally is sound. Relative value above 1. Relative safety above 1. RT above 1. CI above 1. It is overvalued, but that bottom left, top right, you can't deny that. It's up 2.6% today, but it is an inside candle from yesterday's big down candle. Let's go look at the next stock, which is AMD. I'm not feeling that. Let's go. I do like the earnings per share going into the earnings. 1.5, 1.4 respectively on RV and RS. It is fairly valued. What's hurting the stock right now? RT is below 1. Always remember that if you're in a stock, always remember that when you're in a stock, as a matter of fact, always remember that when you're in a stock, RT plays a very important role in helping you to determine whether or not you want to be in that stock. RT is below 1. The stock's no longer in an up move. Now, AMDS, is that the short side? It sounds like it is. I wouldn't mind be playing AMDS right now because the stock is going down. That's buying a contra ETF. All right, supply chain hurt big time. AMD got hit by logistics issues. Yeah, I see the drop as an opportunity, but I'm not ready to buy it yet. I love the earnings per share going into the earnings, though. It's just the forward guidance. Let's go to the next. Rocket Lab, about to hit a new one-year high again. Rising earnings is still negative, but they're becoming less negative, which is a good sign for the company. Overvalued, fundamentally not sound. Relative value is low. This is not a stock that I want to hold long term. And this is probably telling me this is a stock that's more news driven. This is a stock that's more news driven because look at that. Relative safety, relative value not there. Doesn't have real good upside. This is news driven. And this is another way of using the VectorVest indicators to make a real true decision. Relative safety below 1, but the biggest thing, relative value, upside potential is not there. I don't like that long term. Palantir, where's relative value here? Relative value, see, that's another thing. Relative value, long term upside. This is also news driven, but I know that. This is also news driven. Yadev says, who is the beginner? The beginner of what, Yadev? I'm not sure of your question. Re-ask your question. All right, and it is overvalued. Again, I'm giving Palantir down to an X amount of percent up before I get out of it. But, look at that equity curve. It definitely is moving higher. Hey, wow, Audio Eye. This stock is channeling. I love the earnings per share, but this stock is channeling. A relative safety below 1, relative value above 1, overvalued. This stock is channeling, though, and if you're looking at it on the 3-month, move that to 3-month, there's a lot of channeling going on. Ain't nothing channeling but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. LEU just crossed. All right, let's go buy it. LEU just crossed. Add to portfolio. Let's go put it into the mobile apps. Where's it at? Boom, we got it. Buy, spend $1,000. LEU hit. That's the whole purpose of putting up, and I'm not going to go to it now. No. Let's see if I stayed with my stocks. Son of a gun. We did not. I hate when that happens. Let's go to my watch lists. I got to go find today's watch list. SPI. What is it? 11.1. Oh, that's not 11. 10. 11. 11.28. No. 11.124. There we go. Where were we? At AE. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Look at the 3. Let me zoom in. Oof. And there's a positive sign. It stopped right at support. But that's about the 1, 2, 3, the fourth support level. That's about the fourth support level. I'm not super warm and fuzzy about that. And then I think we got one more stock. Canaan? No. Not fundamentally sound, overvalued. It does have an RT of 1. I don't know what's going on with this stock. Ooh, oops. Let's go look at the news on this. Stock news on, I don't know what this is. It's up 9% today. I got no recent news on this, why it's up 9% today. That's right there, but look at what it must have had. We got a little bit of a bullish harami forming. Ooh, but look at the wicks. We got a spinning top bullish harami. 9% is a good move today, but still inside yesterday's candle. Inside, who's the best app for stock market in Apple and mobile? Oh, us. There you go. All right. That's a biased answer though. And I'm showing you the usage of the app just to show you how good it is to help you to make decisions. Can is involved in Bitcoin farming. You mean in crypto? Not crypto, in crypto? Okay. And SOXL, yeah, as the market's moving up today, I'm not thinking about the bullish side of the semiconductors yet. Not yet. Not yet. Now, I know it's up 4.25% today. That's great. All right, that's great. But look at the graph. Put this on a 3-month graph. Yeah, well, that's can. SOX, yeah. It may be up today, but look at that graph. I'm not feeling warm and fuzzy about that. All right, I think I'm done. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's go close done. Let's go to the portfolios. Let's go to mobile app picks. Look at that. We're already making money on LEU. D says, if you're viewing a stock in the mobile app, can you see the other stocks in the... Yeah, no. And that's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. But I don't think I can. And if we do, I don't know how. So I'm in... This is looking at RTX. I don't think you can. I think you have to be on the mobile app to do it. Sorry, on the desktop app to do that. That's a great question, D. That's a great question, but it doesn't, I don't even have those settings, manage accounts. Yeah, I don't have it that way. What is that? I don't know what you're asking me, Yadiv. Sorry about that. All right. I got to go. I got to get ready. I got another live stream today on the coaching rooms. At 2 o'clock, I got another live stream today. Coaching rooms for the stock analysis power hour. Make sure you bring your stocks to the table. All right. The ETF top is so new, they have not disclosed their net assets or hold. What is, Lou? What does that ETF cover? I'm not even sure what TOPT covers. I don't even know if we have it. TOPT. We do. Top 20 U.S. stocks. Is that what that is? Well, we tracking it. How do they get the top 20 U.S. stocks? Where does that come from? That's interesting. Let's go get the view report. The top 20 U.S. Traded fund corporates, it doesn't say. It's U.S. and large cap. U.S. and large cap. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know where they get the stocks, what stocks they are tracking. Marvin says, best for research. What is the best for trading? Hate being switched to Schwab. Ooh. You got to have to Google it, Marvin. I won't give my opinion on what's best for trading. I don't think it's fair that I do that. What I want to tell you is Google it and take a look. Where are you at, TD Ameritrade? Yeah, I've got Schwab. I've got Schwab. But I'm not going to tell you, hey, yeah, go get Schwab. You guys got to Google it, look at what these brokerages offer. I would rather have you do that than me trying to tell you. I think that's an honest answer. All right, I got to go. Thank you guys for joining me for the mobile app coaching. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel and you like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be alerted to when new videos or new live streams come out. Register for the Tampa. You got to do that. Tampa's coming up. We're going to sell out. I'm telling you, we're going to sell out. If you want to be there live, register for the Tampa live. Oh, this is the live stream, so don't worry about the live. This is the live stream. Everybody gets the live stream for free. Sign up for it. All right, just sign up for it. With that being said, I got to go. Join me today for all you subscribers to the mobile coaching, to the coaching rooms where we'll do another segment of the Stock Analysis Power Hour. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Praying for peeps all over the world, but always remember this. Each one of you have to look out for each other, help each other out. We do that, we're going to be a better society. Just think about that. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya. Have a great weekend.